right at all, mate. There is a horrible rattle there. Turn it off again. Right, proper interesting car this is, right? It's a BMW M135i, which I absolutely love, but this car is actually painted in Yas Marina blue. For those that don't know what Yas Marina blue colour is, it's actually the colour that BMW M3 and M4s were painted. They never made an M135i in this colour. What's also quite interesting about this video is the guy that I'm buying it off is a car trader, and he's popped down today to sell his car, so we're gonna have a conversation with him about why he's selling this car to me. Secondly, obviously, I want to try and get a deal done. And thirdly, which I think is probably the most important thing, is how bad or good, hopefully it's good, a paint job has this car had? Let's find out. Right, Ashley, thanks for coming down, man. Where'd you come from today?
Peterborough.
Peterborough, so was that about an hour or so away?
About 15, yeah, about an hour. It's not too bad, really.
And you're a car trader, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a car trader, but not like what this is. But I just do it from home. Like, I kind of run on 7 to 10 cars, something like that. Do it from home.
That's quite a nice way to trade. Like,
yeah, but like you think, like out here, it's probably hectic. You've got people coming in and out.
Is it?
It's a task, isn't it? And then that's why you've got to employ people. But for me, at the minute, I love it, man. It's not a job.
It's such an, honestly.
I don't. You know when people say they go, "Oh, do something you love," and you think, "Oh, yeah, it's fine," but you know, you've got to make money and all that kind of stuff. But when you see you can make money and then, like, say, sell cars, for me, I was just like, that's crazy.
What do you think of my wall, by the way? You're literally the first person on camera to see this.
Privilege, mate. Yeah, I come in and I was like, what? So I remember the floor. We were speaking about the floor in like the videos, and then I see that and I was like,
it's wicked, isn't it? I'm so
You've done well, but like I said, this shed deserved that, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's
like,
nice, isn't it?
That, yeah.
A few more little touches to add, but I'm really pleased with it.
Yeah, the guy's done a wicked job, to be fair.
He has.
He's done really good.
But whilst we're on the subject of paint, yeah, this car, Yas Marina blue.
Like, it's got to be one of the best blue colours, surely.
It's such a nice colour. And when you offered this car to me, I was like, we get offered a crazy amount of cars. It's hard juggling it all, which is something we kind of will touch on in this video, because the reason why you're here today is because you're doing that car trading juggle that we do a good job of it. But it's a challenge, isn't it? It's a challenge, man.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that shortly. The colour. So this car, we believe, we're going to do a car vertical check shortly, which I'm quite interested to see what they come up with. It's not the factory colour. No. You feel like it's possibly been painted in the first couple of years of its life? Yeah,
only reason that, the previous owner, or the guy I got it off, had it 8 years, which you know yourself, these particular cars, high performance cars, don't really tend to stay in hands, do they? Because,
no.
Again, going back to what you said, you've got your own car, you have your enjoyment, you get rid of it, you go again. So, going back from 8 years, you think this is a 62?
Yeah.
13?
Yeah.
So, when you said he's had it 8 years, so if you go back, it was already painted when he got it, so you're already at about 2013, 2014, I think that works out to be.
Yeah.
So the guy that he got it off, obviously he had it from new, so it was literally, this colour come out in 2013, so he must have had it about a year, and then either, I don't know, maybe he was a sprayer, he could have, I don't know.
It's so hard to know. I wonder if that got any previous accident damage.
Maybe.
We can have a look at car vertical.
Maybe,
tell
but
us that.
The biggest thing, like, I went just over 2 hours to get it on the claims. It's a big thing for me, and I'm always sceptical and stuff like that. You know, you've got to be, you're paying decent money for a car. You know, when you own hard-earned money.
Exactly that. Well, it's investment as well.
Not only that, if I'd have come down today and it was a shed, you'd have been like, nah.
I did say that to you, because so let's talk about, we kind of, well, I say we know each other, but we've dealt with each other before. I bought...
Two times before this. This is the third time.
Yeah.
First one was the M135i, same as this, in white.
That was actually my own car.
Actually my own car.
And
your own car.
Yeah, that's when I sort of, not started the channel, but a few years ago.
Yeah.
And then...
That was my first house that I brought. And I said, Cal, I said, no, this is your bag. I need to get some money to, like say, buy my first house. He's like, yeah, cool, bring it down, bought it, that was done. The second car I had was the C63, the Silver Saloon. I
don't know if did I do a video on that car?
Yeah.
So that's been on the channel as well.
That one you sold for me, so that was a bit different. That was like,
so it's
sale
return from the old site, wasn't it?
Which for me, worked well, and you know, I had a bit of spare time, so I had the car. And then, like I say, it was time to get rid of it. You sold it on my behalf, and that was that.
Yeah.
And luckily, like, I ain't dealt with you personally on them 2 times. It shows your business is working without you.
Yeah, no, it's good, mate. It's brilliant. It allows me to do stupid stuff on camera. So the paint job, obviously, we've had a lot of conversations about it. I was very, very sceptical because
So you should be.
to fully respray a car, it needs to be right. It's a hell of a job.
Yeah.
And you know, I've had it done before. I've had cars resprayed in different colours, and it is, you know, you always notice bits. There's always bits that you notice. But I think it's nice that this car was done so long ago.
Yeah.
It's
well,
like,
you know it's aged well, don't you?
Yeah, like, shit. And I have had a good look around it, and honestly, it's so bloody good. It's so
I said
good.
to you, didn't I? I said, look, I can only promise you that one thing that you know, everyone's opinion will be different. That's the problem.
Yeah.
You know, you'll probably know hundreds of people come through that gate, but everyone's expectations may be a little bit different. So you've got to have a little bit of leeway. But do you know what I mean? I sent you a video, sent you multiple pictures, and at the end of the day, I don't want to come an hour and a bit to.
You don't want to waste your time, and you value my time as well, which I appreciate.
So
I know full well there will be things that won't be right, because it is. I'm not going to say it's impossible unless you do a full strip. In fact, let's look under the bonnet. Like even around the shuts, everything is so good. I'd love to know who's done it. So we don't have any paperwork, do we, of the work that's been done?
No.
Which is a little bit annoying. Luckily, I was going to say with BMW, sorry, they're just generally matte black in the engine bay. So the car was originally blue. It's worth pointing that out.
Yeah, it was. I don't know what colour of it is.
Was it
like a darky blue?
The dark.
Not my biggest fan, colour blue, but maybe. Yeah, that's probably another reason why he did spray it. I don't know.
It's such a good paint job.
Mate,
under the bonnet,
in the sun, it pops so well.
the quality of the paint is good. Yeah, like you said, in the sun it looks amazing. In front of you, it looks better than it does in pictures. I don't know how everyone's feeling that's watching this right now. Do you feel? Like, I think it looks bloody incredible, especially with the black wheels. I know the wheels they look like they need a refurb, but that aside, it appears so nice. Honestly, it's a special looking car.
Yeah.
So, quickly touch on money. So, I think the retail price was it about 15 grand?
15, it's like weird. It's like Auto Trader recommended it's like 1505, something like that. So yeah, 15.5 grand, something like that.
And then you had this car sold at around that?
15 grand, yeah. I started at 15.5, and then I had a guy come in pretty much straight away. Didn't quite have enough. I think he was expecting a bit more on his Part X and stuff, and so that kind of went. And then I had another guy, like I said, sold at 15, paid me, like lovely guy, he was texting me, he's like buzzing as you would be, and yeah, he just couldn't get a short on it.
That's so annoying.
I mean, he got he
so
did the
close.
policy, and he was like, I've put down I'm a student, obviously he's not, so then he couldn't go through with that insurance. I was with him till 10 o'clock at night, trying to get I was like, we'll get insurance, don't panic.
Yeah.
And then I think he just kind of panicked, and I think it kind of 4 grand, obviously you weren't going to pay that, so that was that really.
Yeah.
But like I say, as I said to you, the reason why I reached out is I'm doing a house up in a minute, and I've just took half my roof off.
Cash flow.
The builder is going to be hitting me with some bills, and I know that I need to be ready for it. And yeah, I mean, there's plenty of other traders out there that I've passed on the way, or where I'm from. But this in itself, like the whole shebang, like the car, it's not just a standard, a black one or a white one. It needs to be with someone like you to appreciate it and do a video on it. It's just going to go to another garage and go, oh, that needs doing, this needs doing, we're going to put it up for that, and that's it, it's done. It
gets sort of unseen then, doesn't it? It gets overlooked. And it's
like, this, you needed to see this. The first thing I was like, well, that's it, we're going here.
Got to take its Calvin. I appreciate it.
But yeah.
So we'll touch further on money shortly. I think what we need to do, we'll jump in, we'll just quickly do a car vertical check. I obviously want to drive it. We'll go for a little drive in it, and we'll just see what we conclude. Yeah.
Let's do it, man.
Wicked. Cool. Cameras are recording. Gone for a wider angle there today. Quickly do a car vertical check. Big shout out to Car Vertical, by the way, for sponsoring this video. Very kind of them. They do a bloody good job as well, and I highly encourage and support and push people to do. You do it. You know the importance of it. It's so important to do your checks when you're buying a used car. So here we go then. BMW M135i.
This is where the
the horror sound kicks in the edit. Do you know what? It's all green ticks. It's all good. Not stolen, obviously. Mileage. What is the mileage, by the way?
56.
Let me just start the engine. That is seriously good mileage, isn't it?
Mate, this is another reason I was just like, when it's come up, I was like, I've got to buy it.
Yeah.
I have to buy this. If I don't buy this, I'm not a car guy.
Yeah.
I have to buy this.
Exactly that. It is, it's a special car, isn't it? It's got the facelift steering wheel as well, which it probably wouldn't have had.
No. This is the
It's
thing
an early
that
car.
I just liked. I mean, my M135 had the splitters, and no, nothing wrong with that. But as I've grown up a bit, that kind of stuff I like.
Yeah, that's
Just,
important.
you know,
I think
give
the
it-
one I bought off you, I done that, didn't I? I don't know if you.
Yeah.
I done a
Control
video.
Customs.
Yeah, it was Control
Yeah.
Customs. Yeah, that's it. They done the steering wheel.
Yeah.
So let's just go back to Car Vertical. Damage. It's got no damage reported either. So it's all good. You know, mileage looks like it done all of its miles in the first.
I think obviously a lot of the cars with COVID, I mean, yeah, slowed up a bit, didn't
Of
it?
course,
But
at that point in time, but in fact, I was going to say it looks like there's a time that it was off the road, but I don't think it was. 2015, so it's done all of its miles in the first 3 years of its life. It's up to 24,000, and then there onwards, it's not done a lot between there and there. Oh, hold on, that's the same date, so there must have been two. Even the mileage looks quite
Quite nice,
consistent,
yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
a nice graph, yeah.
So it doesn't really indicate a point that the car was off the road for a drastic amount of time. I don't know. It's all good, and yeah, it doesn't really help us conclude anything. But I will link Car Vertical in the description below. Use my code CZD to get a little discount on your check. Here's an example of an M135i that's been in an accident, and that's the sort of thing you want to look out for when you're doing your checks on your cars that you're buying. All right, so we started the engine. It sounds good. Obviously, they're bloody. Amazing engines. Has it been tuned at all?
I think not. You may tell me different. I don't know. I mean,
I wonder.
surprises me, but the guy that I got it off, I don't know, he just liked, I don't know, the car. The reason he sold it, he went and bought an M140i, brand new.
Okay, that's like a good, genuine reason for sale, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
It's like I'm kind of expecting to find a problem. I know that's quite a negative attitude,
But like they say, like I said to you, the guy could have been a painter, and he thought, you know what, I'm going to paint it.
possibly.
You don't know. Like,
Nah.
you've done all you can do.
Yeah, no, you do. I've done it, and it all looks good, doesn't it? There's a few stone chips on the front end,
Yeah.
which I mentioned I'd be a bit like skeptical about painting that, because doing the colour match, we don't know if it was done with BMW paint. I don't even know if that matters. I suppose a good paint shop,
A good painter should match it,
get it bang on. Yeah. It's got the ZF gearbox, which is good. It's got heated seats, which is good. It definitely doesn't sound like it's got any hardware, does it? Like exhaust or.
No, that's yeah. It definitely seems tame. I mean, I would probably have it a little bit of a notch up. I would like. Just a little bit. I mean,
Nah,
it's
like
nice
stage
to have
one. No,
Yeah,
you're right.
but-
A little bit's enough, isn't it? Sometimes.
Yeah.
Just having a nose. Just having a nose.
There's a big bill in there as well. I think it's,
We like that. We like to see invoices.
well, I say all the work has been done by a BMW or BMW specialist. 2,299 and 97 pence.
When was that?
2020.
Okay.
So
that,
not a million miles away.
Yeah, what was,
Miles ago.
what was the actual mileage on it? A 45. So it's done just over 10,000 miles, 11,000 miles since then.
The biggest thing was the eccentric shaft. I mean, I'm no mechanic, I don't know what that is. But
No,
is that
I've had a car, yeah, fail with it on
issue?
an M135i.
I had a bit of a Google just so I had a bit of knowledge on it, but I'm sure it's something. Yeah.
It is. It's a common issue.
Yeah. So
It's quite a, yeah, it's a costly job. It's nice that that's been done. It's nice. I know I've barely driven it yet, but like, I can't find anything wrong with it.
For the money, right? When you're talking retail 15 grand for a 3 litre car, it's going to be, you know, it's a quick car.
They're a wicked car. I love these, honestly.
The sound of it.
They're cool.
Oh, it's just nice.
Let's see if I feel like this has been tuned. It's quick.
I don't know, yeah. I mean, maybe in the passenger. The thing is for me, right, when you're selling cars, when I said the lads out that were like, you want to buy it, I'm sat in the back and I'm like, cool, that's alright, that sounds nice to know. I just, you get too indulged in it.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you reckon?
I drove one the other day. It's definitely in need of tracking or something, like badly. There's something loose there or something, I don't know. But yeah, there's something not right at all, mate. It's proper. It's proper wobbly. What the hell was that all about? It does feel quick.
What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know if it feels quicker. It ain't. I think it's stock.
It's got to be stock. I don't know. Like, there's no verbal kind of stuff going on. Like, I don't know.
But stage 1 wouldn't give it any of that. A stage 1 is also just software. And I drove an M135i the other day with a customer in the car, stock one, and it felt really tame. This doesn't feel quite as tame as that. Maybe it's just
maybe it's stage 1 then, like a little bit of a map then. That white one I had, that was, I don't, did I know it was stage 2? I can't quite remember at the time. Yeah, that was a stage 2 car. That was decated. It was just a monster. It was so loud on Asbo. But yeah, I don't know.
I think whatever's going on with this car not driving straight, that's a bit alarming, man. Do you know that? I don't think I've ever had a car that wallows around like this car is. That could be something really minor. But I know we're seeing those signs of it being in an accident. But there could be something not straight.
Maybe.
We'll drop it down. Accelerate. It's when you. It's literally just doing what it wants to do, not what I want it to do. Which is quite. No, that's a bit of an exaggeration. It ain't bloody pulling us off the road, but I know obviously you brought it down on a recovery truck today, so you haven't even driven it.
So I drove it. I don't know if I ever really.
You know, even any subtle touch of that wheel, it's just following that direction. So if we quickly talk about money, yeah? So we know the trade value of this car is £11,000, yeah?
Yeah.
Which is what I offered you, didn't I?
Yeah.
And obviously you had it up for what you had it up for. It's annoying, you had a sale agreed on it.
Yeah.
And we're kind of back to the cash flow problem in the car trade. Like I mentioned this when I took the new yard on in a video, that it's always this sort of juggling that to balance that, trying to balance development, especially with what we're doing, development with stock. You have to take money out of stock to develop business, but then you've developed your business and then you've lost stock, and you're doing that now.
Swings and roundabouts, like I say, yeah. But I mean, you must be proud of where you're at now. Like,
oh, mate. There, mate. Yeah.
I said I don't think anyone in this world probably gives themselves enough gratitude of, like, I don't know where you're at and stuff like that. But like when I pulled up there, I'm like, for me, that would be my dream, man. Like,
really?
I always thought I would be a car salesman, but then like, I was an electrician for 10 years. But ultimately, when I grew up, I was like, cars, just cars. Just cars, and that's it. But you know, when you pull up there, and I think
it is
a
cool.
shed full of cars, man, and I'm just like, The C63 in there is enough to just say, do you know what? I might take that back home, I think. Like, it's so nice.
I know.
That was probably one of my, top cars, man.
You know what I'm going to say, don't you?
Go on.
I think it's the most reasonable thing I can say as well. So my original offer was £11,000, yeah?
Yeah.
You said you wanted more than that, which was understandable. I'm not going to raise on that. What did we agree at?
11.5.
The only reason why I'm saying that is because, so I see from your point of view, you know, you can go and get this car ready and get it up for sale.
So, yeah, I'll be honest, like retail ready, this, you know, there is some like healthy profit, should we say, you know, but healthy profit, when does that come?
When does that come?
Do you know what I mean? So it's not that, it's the fact that I need it more now and I know I've got bills coming in. So
it kind of gets it dealt with, and you know, I know when I put a car into VRS, they're very good. They do a bloody good job. They're very particular, which is amazing.
Yeah.
But then off the back of that, you know, they cost money. They don't come for nothing. So this car will go in there, and it will come out with. I'll do a follow-up video on it, and you'll see exactly what we found wrong with it. Hope that it hasn't got any crash damage underneath.
He's had it 8 years. I can't imagine if there was something underlying, like structural. Would he have ever, like, he just couldn't possibly have drove, like, do you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's one of them.
There is a horrible rattle there. Turn it off again. What is that? For that noise to be there now, and then when you put it in gear, it goes. When you let off, it comes back.
Whirring, I don't know.
Do you know, whatever it is, it ain't affecting the car. I just know a mechanic sees a problem, he wants to repair it, and it just costs so much bloody money all the time. That whatever that is, it needs doing.
100%. Yeah.
A few moments later.
I mean, it's gonna like not and take it out of gear.
It just subtly comes back, doesn't it? It sounds like it's not there now.
You making it up, Calv, or what? You gotta watch him. Nah, there definitely was something going on. And I'm not in my defence as well. Like, I am not the guy to be selling people anything like a rip in a t-shirt, like just nothing.
Nah, I know you.
And the thing is, and
I want to make that clear as well for the video. That you're not here to do that. This is not.
And this
I'm just picking up on issues on the car.
The thing is, now it's not doing it. You know, I don't sit here with it idling. So, mate, you know, I would have never have it come up, and it's not doing it now. But so we're not. You know, if I've been out and it go home, you know, turn it off. It's, you know, I don't sit here to let it to be doing that. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah,
I don't know. But this is a thing. You know, if I'd have walked out the door and this would have cropped up, you'd been like, oh, bloody hell, man.
I know.
But luckily, not to say luckily, because it's not going to do me any favours now, but I would have rather it been this way than me come out the door and then something else, because I would have been like, oh, Calv, man, that's not me. Like, I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Because
let's just rock it forward a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, you be careful of the doors, because it will chucks it out sometimes, doesn't it, when the doors are open?
Yeah. Nah, I think the reason why we couldn't hear it is because the doors were open. It's still doing it. Isn't it? It's just subtly there.
Like you say, yeah.
I've got an idea. I've got a suggestion, actually. Yeah. This conversation's gone on, isn't it? It's gone on and on. My suggestion is, we had a deal agreed at £11,000. Yeah. Yeah. We then went on to notice that it's got a gearbox issue. Yeah.
Something of the kind. Yeah.
Possibly. Yeah. Possibly. Yeah. A noise. So we then agreed 10.5 grand, yeah? So why don't we say, if Will looks at the car and says, Calvin, there's nothing wrong with it, it's fine, you're being bloody drama queen, yeah? why the hell have you even raised this as a problem? Then I'll give you £500 back. Yeah? So when the original deal was £11,000 with no gearbox issue. If I get the confirmation from Will that this is nothing, then I'll send you £500 back. But if there's a bill, even if the bill's 50 quid, well, I took the gamble and I deserve that profit, yeah? But then I also know that it could be £1,000. I'll take the loss for a YouTube video, yeah? Because I think it'll make great drama. So if it's nothing...
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what then, I'll double deal on you, right? If it comes back and we have got the 500 back, we'll give it away on Planet of Dreams then. Let's just do that. Come on.
So just to confirm, I've bought the M135i for £10,500 and it is now live on Planet of Dreams. So if you want to go and enter for free, you can do that now. And if we discover there is nothing wrong with the gearbox requiring no spend on my behalf, Ashley's also offered to give the £500 back to us, which we can also give away on Planet of Dreams. Okay.
I don't know.
So you're happy with 10.5 grand, and then if it's nothing, if there's no gearbox issue,
whatever, yeah, that's a good video. If it was like 350 quid, whatever's remaining there, I don't know, you can't really do that because...
No, it's £500 a number.
Yeah.
If Will says, Calv, it's got a bolt missing,
yeah,
and the bolt's £2,
will be nice, all right? Yeah, no, I don't know. What do you think?
I think that's a great idea. I love that.
Put it on Planet of Dreams, yeah?
So there might be another 500 quid going on Planet of Dreams. We'll see, yeah?
Yeah, put it as blue, the blue car or something like that, I don't know. Label it up as the blue 500.
We call it Ashley's £500, yeah?
Do that, man, because, like, you know, I'm not gonna lie, like,
mate,
again, big bills, I need the money, but, you know, you've got to be nice, and like, you know, you're doing a wonderful thing, and I'm always generous, like whatever I do. So, if it comes back, then everyone's a winner. Do you know what I mean? Someone else is going to have
literally everyone's a winner.
Man.
You're happy, I'm happy. The winner's
Everyone...
happy. 500 quid as well. Job done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wicked.
All right, man.
Sorted.